Hi, and welcome to the webinar, Helping Your Child Become the Best They Can Be. My name is Stephanie Essex. I'm an early childhood mental health consultant for the Florida Center for Early Childhood. Now let's get started. All right. So the goals are to understand the social emotional skills children should be learning based on their age, and to develop some strategies that you can teach your child related to specific social emotional skills that they need to be successful. So, what are the qualities a parent would want their child to have to become a healthy adult? So I identified some here, but there are so many. But some big ones that came to mind are confidence, problem-solving skills, self-regulation skills, coping skills, and the ability to make others aware of his or her needs. So a little bit about resilience and protective factors. According to the Devereaux Center for Resilient Children, resilient people bounce back in the face of stress, change, or risk factors. And resilient people are able to identify their problems, find ways to address challenges, and can recover quickly and move on. Resilient people have many protective factors, characteristics, people, and supports that help them get through tough times. So child psychologist Emily Werner discovered that protective factors served as a shield against the negative effects of risk, change, or stress. So strengthening our children's protective factors is truly essential in order to offset the negative impact of risk and build more resilience. So what are protective factors? Well, protective factors are skills that children learn to help them deal or cope with challenges of life in a healthier way. So, social emotional skills. The three social emotional skills are initiative, self-control, and attachment. So, initiative is the child's ability to use independent thought to meet his or her needs. Self-control, the child's ability to experience a range of feelings and express them in words and actions that society deems appropriate. And attachment is mutual, strong, and a long-lasting relationship between a child and a significant adult. So let's talk a little bit about initiative. So initiative is the child's ability to use independent thought and actions to meet their needs. It's important that we help teach our children to navigate the world they live on. Also, depending on how we teach the child initiative and then how the child sees the world is how the child will be open to new experiences. So initiative in a child's first year. Children learning initiative in their first year is learning to move independently, to explore himself or herself and his or her surroundings. They can reach for a familiar adult. They imitate the actions of others, respond to his or her name, and they also can keep trying to obtain a toy. Initiative in the second year, your child is getting to communicate with words and is becoming more independent. So they can follow simple directions, ask to do new things, enjoy interacting with others, or show concern for other children. Initiative in the last third through fifth year, your child is more verbal and has the ability to use independent thought to meet his or her needs. So they might show some more confidence in themselves, have more problem-solving skills. They keep trying even when they're unsuccessful, and they can remember important information. So, what ways can you help your child build initiative? So, a couple of cool ways to help your child build initiative One is play. So when you're playing with your child, just give them the opportunity to lead the play. Only provide feedback on what the child is doing, how they're seeing the play, and allow them to truly just lead. This helps them build initiative. Another cool way that helps children build initiative is allowing them to come up with ideas of their own. Ask them, engage with them. Well, how do you think we should play with this? Or what do you think we should do today? Or how do you think somebody feels? Get their ideas, hear what they have to say. This is simple, awesome ways that you can help your child build initiative. So now I would like to talk a little bit about self-control, or also we call it self-regulation. So self-control is about the child's ability to cope with problems, learn to respond to problems, and express emotions in a healthy way. Does the child feel the need to be aggressive or fight to solve problems? Does the child know what to do when she or he is feeling sad or mad? Does the child get frustrated when things go wrong? Is the child easy to soothe, either on his own or with help, when problems come up? So self-control in the first year looks like your child's trying to accept hugs, they're getting swaddled, they are asking for like a pacifier or a binky. And self-control in the second year, your child is now beginning to be able to voice his or her disappointments and frustrations. They are also learning to actively control arousal and their response to it. So they're adjusting to changes in their routine. They are handling frustration well. They can go easily from one activity to another, and they have pretty regular sleeping patterns. So self-control 3 to 5, your child has more of a voice and is able to express a wider range of emotions and manage behaviors in a healthier way. They control their anger better, they can calm themselves down a little easier, they have more patience, and they're able to listen and respect others. So, what do you do to help your child learn self-control? So there's a lot of very cool breathing techniques. We talk a lot about mindfulness, helping your child be mindful in the moment. And that might be a mindful walk together, noticing the things around them. What do they see? What colors are out there? Bubble breaths are always great for kids. You can teach them with bubbles or without. Blowing softly, breathing in, and talking about how their bodies might be feeling after using these breathing techniques. There's also some cool self-control games out there, red light, green light, freeze tag. There's also a freeze dance. So these are some cool, fun little ways that you can help your child learn self-control. So now I want to talk a little bit about attachment. So attachment is about teaching children to relate to others in a respectful manner and the ability to trust and form bonds with safe others. So does the child feel safe, secure, and protected? Is the child likable? Does the child show resistance to appropriate displays of affection? So attachment in the first year, the child is able to experience a mutual positive relationship where the parents are empathetic to the child's needs. So they act happy with familiar adults, they smile at familiar adults, make eye contact, they enjoy being cuddled. Second year, your child is way more aware of feelings and still enjoys adults' attention. His or her play often shows care and love for others. So they enjoy being cuddled, They seek comfort from familiar adults, smile at familiar adults, and they're learning to make others aware of their needs. Attachment 3 to 5, your child can make friends and seek help from others when needed, and they have more of a capacity to show empathy. So they can trust familiar adults and believe what they say, show affection for familiar adults, seek help when necessary, or they might ask adults to play or read to him or her. So, what can you do to help your child become more connected? So, a cool book out there right now is I Love You Rituals by Becky Bailey. And it's got some really cool finger play and touch games that you can do with your child to help them be more connected with you. It's a really good resource. I highly recommend you looking into it. Other ways of staying connected is playing with your child. Spending at least 30 minutes a day in play with your child can be so amazing and help you stay connected with them. Making eye contact, um, listening to your child when they're coming to talk to you, help to build that attachment so they learn how to have these relationships with other people. Model good connection. So important. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I loved having you with me, and I'll see you again soon.